Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to give you a more in-depth explanation of what the TARC is aiming to fix. To fully understand what I'm going to talk about in this video, you need to go back and watch my first video on the TARC Overview, which gives a basic design and explanation of my idea for the TARC. So, first, an introduction. Let's identify the problem. The problem is that lives are being lost because of slower EMS response time. And the objective of this presentation is to highlight the critical issue of delayed EMS response and its impact on survival rates. I hope to fix this issue with the TARC, which will significantly reduce EMS response time, thus saving many lives. So now I'm going to tell you about the golden hour concept. The golden hour is the first hour following a traumatic injury, which is vital for medical treatment. And the impact of the golden hour is that timely response within this period of time also drastically improves survival chances. Of course, this could also go negatively, where delayed response within this period of time drastically reduces survival chances. So, now let's talk about the impact of response time on survival. Survival decline. Survival rates decrease by 7 to 10% for every minute of delay in traumatic accidents. So this shows how the survival rate percentage could decrease by a lot with just a few minutes of delay. And study data shows that urban areas with 8-minute average response times had significantly better outcomes than rural areas with over 15-minute average response times, because the survival rate percentage was much higher since the number of minutes for the EMS services to arrive to the location of the accident was much lower. So now I'm going to give you a real-world example, which is quite unfortunate, the tragedy of Karen Sclafani. And over here I attached the link to the article, just so I don't get copyrighted. So, a tragic story illustrating the impact of delayed EMS response time is that of Karen Sclafani from Staten Island, who unfortunately choked in her home. The ambulance was delayed because it got lost and went to the wrong location. By the time they arrived, the delay had caused severe brain damage due to lack of oxygen. Sclafani died in the hospital 15 days later, and her family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the medical center, highlighting the critical importance of timely and accurate EMS responses. These cases underscore the vital need for rapid EMS response and accurate location information to save lives. Delays of even a few minutes can drastically reduce survival rates in emergencies such as heart attacks and choking incidents. And finally, though not as significant, the important thing that I'd still like to mention is the the economic impact of rapid response. So let's talk about the cost-benefit analysis. Investing in faster response times is actually economically beneficial. And why, you may ask? So let's talk about savings. Healthcare costs are reduced due to fewer long-term treatments and lower disability rates. So the faster the EMS response time, the less the severity of the injury, which results in less healthcare costs, which actually is very economically beneficial. Finally, here's a big bibliography of the two articles I mainly used to make this presentation. The first one is a Springer Link article talking about the topic, and the second one is the one that I've showed you above about the tragedy of Karen Sclafani. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation.